Get ready for the ultimate international showdown. This December, the Global Schools Challenge 2025 is heading to the Mediterranean Sports Hub in Salou, Spain, located just an hour outside of Barcelona. From December 14th to 19th, the world's top student athletes will compete in rugby and a range of new sports. Hosted at one of Europe's premier facilities, you'll experience world-class pitches, state-of-the-art equipment, and a vibrant atmosphere designed for excellence. Off the field, explore the beautiful coastal town of Salou, enjoy golden beaches, and take a trip to Barcelona for iconic landmarks like the Sagrada Familia and the Nou Camp. Every game will be streamed live by Next Gen 15, bringing the action to a global audience. Don't miss your chance to be part of this incredible event. Register now at globalschoolschallenge.com and rise to the challenge.
First.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Newfield, the home of SHIPLAKE College, for another thrilling edition of the Davies Shield, tucked under my arm just here, in its 14th and final edition before they need a new one of these, because we're just about to engrave the final side onto the shield itself. Will it be SHIPLAKE for a 5th season in a row, or will Magdalen College from Oxford travel here and cause an upset? We will find out with kick-off due at 2:45. But first, how about a little taster of what is still to come? No, either side. And through the magic of show business, two important figures for SHIPLAKE this afternoon have emerged. Sam Bork on co-commentary alongside me, and current first-team captain Angus. I'll come to you first, Angus. It's a shame you're not involved today, but just how important is this fixture for the boys at this school?
No, it's really important. I think, you know, we spend our season. This is obviously a fixture we always look forward to, and I think the performances have been getting better and better. And I think all the boys are ready. There's been a few changes just because of a few injuries, but I think everyone's really up for it, really looking forward to it.
Hoping for a big turnout this afternoon as well. Just how important is that support to the lads and the support that's been flowing through this game for so long?
Yeah, it's really important. I think all our lads feed off it. You know, like, this is the one game we don't really need to get hyped for, because, you know, all the people in the school bring that energy for us, and, you know, we just feed off that.
Thanks, Angus. Thank you for speaking to us as well. I'm going to bring in Sam next, of course. Sam, you were here at SHIPLAKE. You've played in a couple of these Davies Cups yourself. You know all about it.
Well, Wilf, this game is of utmost importance to this school. When I was here, it was just a buzz all around school. Days before, you're kind of going, oh, we're getting ready, we're hyping up now, and it's nervous, hands shaky time. But you step out onto the field, and you have everyone in the school watching you. I'd say it's one of the greatest moments of my life so far. But yeah, no, massive, massive, massive game for the school, and it's great that everyone is able to watch as well. But looking forward to it, Wilf.
Of course, the first Davies Shield was won by MTS, Merchant Taylors, back in 2011, but for now, this could be the 5th in a row for SHIPLAKE College, and they could leave this shield with their name on it plenty of times. I mean, that's a fantastic moment. You can see the last 2 years haven't quite just been engraved yet, but I think that's because they know that this one might make it number 5. That'd be huge for this place.
Yeah, it would be massive. And I remember my one against Pangbourne School, and we played at Reading Rams, and it was a great day, and to have that knowing fact that you are on this shield for a lengthy amount of time is a real kind of enthusiastic point to put into these boys' mind. You will be engraved in school history for the rest of the time.
And this shield, when it enters that trophy cabinet for the final time, will perhaps have Shiplake on it yet again for the 5th time in a row. Magdalen are the opponents. We'll chuck you back for a few more adverts sent to us by Shiplake before me and Sam are up in the commentary box. We'll be back in just a few moments' time. Well, there's a tunnel on the left-hand side of the field stretching all the way back to the changing room, and that's where the two sides will soon emerge from. Shiplake College taking on Magdalen College live here on Newfield, the home of Shiplake, as they go for a 5th Davies Shield on the bounce. We've got some very special media work to show you as well. Let's have a quick look at the home side. Do this. How about that for some showmanship ahead of the contest? That's the full Shiplake side for you. Here it is again. Angus Mullins, of course, missing the captain, so up steps Fred Partridge to take on that role with Will Taverner and Freddie Fisher on either side of him. Ethan Fulton and Luca Hunt-Davis. Some serious height in there from Hunt-Davis, who's a champion regatta rower as well. Zach McConkey, Seb Crean-Mills and Jake Wilson round out the forwards. Elliot Jones, of the captain of the Rams Colts side, steps in at 9 with Sam Lingard outside him. The fifth former, Ollie Woodward of Gloucester, in the centres alongside Mikey Taylor-Fitzgibbon, with Baker and Perkins on either wings. Freddie Holgate starts at fullback. Riddell, Litchfield, James Crane and Beanie round out the substitutes. And as we've said, Sam Bork alongside me for the ride. Just how excited are you for kick-off here?
Yeah, you see that the pupils creating that little column, tight column coming out of the school, and it's a great feeling when you run through that. It's just, you can't really describe it, Wilf. There's no other feeling. And of course you get all the signs, all manner of different supporters here today at Shiplake, and it's just a great day to be here. Great way to be back, Wilf.
And of course this game used to be Friday Night Lights, but it was shifted to this Wednesday afternoon so that they could guarantee that the whole school was out supporting, and well, that's right in the spirit of schoolboy rugby.
Yeah, exactly, Wilf. Although I do remember my Friday Night Lights game bitterly cold. But yeah, it's great that this is an opportunity for the whole school to come out and watch, get out of lessons for a Wednesday afternoon and come watch your team play.
It's a mild and temperate afternoon here at the overcast skies above Shiplake, which itself is a beautiful village as well. Came through the way here, right around the corner from Henley. It's a beautiful, right in my mouth. A beautiful part of the country, right in my face. Now, Sam, the excitement continues to build here. Soon the teams will be out, but 4 on the bounce already. 2 wins from 2 against Aylesbury Grammar in the last 2 seasons. But Magdalen are a new opponent, a fresh opponent, and well, adds an interesting dynamic to the contest.
Yeah, definitely, especially because they're so close being in Oxford. But we never know. I think this game especially, you always are striving to perform. I've been here for the last 2 years. I watched last year and commentated the year before that. And it was just, you feel real passion and an extra bit of energy from that Shiplake side, because obviously they are in front of the whole school, as we've said. But Magdalen look impressive so far this season, so we'll see what happens.
Indeed, Shiplake have had an interesting season so far. 6 games, 3 wins and 3 defeats. They started off the year with a defeat, but 3 wins on the bounce, including wins against the Oratory and the London Oratory, who are also going to be live this evening with a 7:30 kickoff on Next Gen Live. A loss in the Cup to RGS High Wycombe, and then a loss coming into this game against St George's Weybridge. But that was a game that they really thought they had a chance in. Unfortunately, they were missing a few players, as they are today, but with that new look squad, they just couldn't get over the line. We were chatting to the scrum half, Elliot Jones, earlier, but he said that game was a game they could have won, so that will give them some confidence coming into this one, Sam.
Yeah, it's a classic kind of Shiplake mentality of the only people who can beat us are ourselves, and the mistakes made in that game were just vital in the fact that Shiplake came out with no points. But today, I'm very sure they'll get the job done.
There is actually great support out there. The signs are double-sided. They've got the right half on the cameras for one. I mean, the Tavernator, that's pretty excellent for the loose head Will Taverner. We'll see if any big shots come in today. That's coming right out on comms.
Yeah, I'm seeing Seb Crean-Mills, Sniper Seb, which is a good nickname. I've heard that he's the captain of shots. I hope that means in defence. Yeah, it's just a great day, and fantastic support as always.
But first, through the gate, our Magdalen College, the away side, of course. Head coach Emily Scott in charge, the former Red Rose. It's a fantastic coaching set that they have at Magdalen. It's not been their season so far. Lost to Teddy's, of course, under the lights at Iffley Road earlier on the season, which we were there for, and then knocked out in the first round of the Cup. But they've got some players that Shiplake are familiar with as they too head out of the tunnel here to rapturous applause. Led by their captain, Fred Partridge, who's a sizable figure at number 2.
Yeah, interesting thing about Freddie, he's quite a versatile forward. He can play in that front row, but stick him at 8 and you've got a problem as well. Well,
we are moments away from kicking off here at Newfield. And Shiplake are the favourites coming into this contest, as Partridge will lead the charge. Well, big moment then for Shiplake, of course, with just one more space available on the first ever Davies Shield. Will they have their names on the trophy, or will Magdalen add theirs for the very first time? It will be Magdalen College who kick us off in the red and black, playing from right to left against the maroon and white of Shiplake.
Wilf, I'm even nervous now.
The tension has been building for the last few minutes or so. It will be their captain at fly half to kick things off here. And it's powered into the backfield beyond the fly half, and eventually it pops up for Luke Hunt-Davies for the first carry of the Davies Shield over the gain line. Oh, penalty Magdalen, what a start for the away side. Quick tap as well by the vice-captain at scrum half. Well, we know they've got a couple of really handy operators in the back row. And now driving on through the forwards. This is not the start that Shiplake were after. There's numbers down the left. Oh, he's kept it in his hands instead. And Partridge has held him up. I can't believe it. 4 on 1 out wide. But Shiplake have survived.
Yeah, great defensive work there from Freddie Partridge, but Shiplake not starting the way they needed to here. Early penalty and just cynical behaviour.
There was a penalty advantage coming as well for offside. So another quick tap. Oh, but it's been spilt on the deck. A bright start for Magdalen, but 2 absolute coach killers has denied them a first score.
Yeah, definitely, and just so unlucky here. All the tension's going through your hands, and you just managed to knock it on, just unfortunately.
8's in.
So it's a scrum. They're not out of the woods yet here.
Crouch.
Shiplake. First scrum of the day to be played by Elliot Jones, captain of the Rams. Of course, that local Nat 1 side of their academy. Dug out, and it will be cleared away. Plenty of yardage on that kick. It's going to drop onto the 10 metre. It's a good take at fullback. Oh, and it's a fantastic ball back out to the wing, slipping off the first tackle. Again, Shiplake in trouble here. That's a thunderous shot from Zach McConkey. But still, what a fun that is at hooker. Still Magdalen in play with ball in hand. All the possessions gone the way of the Oxford side so far. Upright from Magdalen, but still over the gain line. Oh, it's been put down at first receiver. But another penalty, Sam. The discipline at the moment, just killing Shiplake for now.
7 high.
Yeah, Shiplake need to be more with the referee here and stop getting into these little situations which are causing penalties.
Chipped into the corner. But this is the upright tackle. I think that's the high shot. Not a lot of arms in there from Luke Hunt-Davies. I know he's a tall lad, but he's got to dip a little bit more.
Yeah, this is the great thing about these Shiplake sides. You always have a lengthy rower who is competing at a high level of regatta kind of space, and who always slot into the second row, and they just have such an engine on them, Wilf, that it's quite hard to stop.
Oh, and he's nicked the line out back as well. Great recovery from Hunt-Davies. He is a national schools champion and Henley Regatta champion last year. He's been nicked by the rugby team this season, and that's the captain, Partridge, with a fantastic game line carry. Also plays his code down at the Rams alongside the scrum half Jones. Touched in flight and spilt on the 22. Shiplake will have it back, but they're still unable to clear their lines here Although I think if they can get out of dodge from this scrum, they'll be happy to have repelled Magdalen this early.
Yeah, Magdalen piling on the pressure here, and yeah, Shiplake dealing with it well in part, but it's a struggle. You've got this much pressure on you, Wilf, and you're kind of trying to clear your lines, trying to kick to the right places and not coming off at the moment, but scrum here.
Such an interesting set layout as well of supporters. You've sort of got the older end of the school right around the back behind the try line, sort of middle school all the way on the far side, then the youngsters on the other end as well, and parents on the short side. Absolute prison cell for Magdalen. What a carry! Well, I think we might see more than just a penalty here for that high shot. It was taken at real pace by Ollie Woodward. Gloucester under 17 stepping up as a fifth former into this game. And I think that high tackle might draw a yellow card.
It's always high.
Yeah, Ollie Woodward's been so impressive so far this season, obviously winning man of the match last game. He's a fantastic carrier, but also got velvet pair of hands, Wilf.
And he's won a penalty that will get Shiplake out of trouble. And now what can they create with the man advantage? Now, I've seen a couple of high shots early doors. Referee keen to stamp some authority on the game. This is a carry of such pace, and that is completely upright, unfortunately. It was actually Michael Taylor Fitzgibbons who wore it quite well. First throw of the day for the skipper Partridge.
You say your attacking gap.
Lots of pace in there with Wilson and Hunt Davis.
Set your gap. Let's go.
First line out for Shiplake, having nicked the first of the game. Cleanly into the hands of the regatta rower. Crossing is the call, accidental, but regardless, it will be a scrum for Magdalen. It's a scrappy start to the game, Sam.
Yeah, again, just Shiplake are completely letting this occasion be better at the moment.
You're playing back into your own front, okay?
And as I said at the beginning of the game, this game can be won or lost by yourself. That's the only people who's beating Shiplake today.
8 in, 9 start with or back 5?
Here.
Start with or back 5?
Scrum to be fed by the vice-captain Monty, with Zach, the captain,
Bind.
number 10. Key cogs in this Magdalen side. Good shot from Shiplake, but it's out the back for Magdalen here, and they're going to run it hard. Down the 13 channel in the centre of the field. Counter-ruck by Shiplake. The Magdalen still have it. Little tip on the inside and put down again. Just not sticking at the moment. It's interesting, really, Sam, because the conditions are absolutely perfect today. Not a drop of rain. We've seen quite a few drop balls already from and a couple of unforced errors from both sides.
Yeah, again, Wilf, this will be the most that most of these players have played it in front of for a long while. And as a sportsman, it does get to you, doesn't it?
Especially under 18 level.
8
This, of course, the second game of the season that Magdalen have had in front of the cameras.
Bind. Set.
Well, we've yet to really exit this Shiplake half, but they will have possession on the 22. Dunked out the back, some nice footwork to beat the first defender as well. Down goes Lingard.
This is Lingard's first team debut, actually, as well, Wilf.
And what a day for him. Jones, slow ball at the base. Hunt Davis. Oh, double shot to drive him back behind the gain line. But quicker ball for Jones. Lingard. Nice handling in the front row to open up a bit of space out wide. And crashing into contact goes Taylor Fitzgibbon again. Now the other second row, Fulton. Over the gain line with a good carry. Slow ball for Jones. Lingard. Goes himself. Lingard straight through the hole. Can he pick up the scrum half? Lingard might look to go himself. Gets the offload away for Wilson. And this is the best chance of the contest for Shiplake. What a carry by Wilson. Jones. Fulton. Incredible noise from the youngest in the school from behind the Magdalen try line. Lingard. Oh, he's going to go again. Lingard puts in the fend. Can he keep a hold? There's 3 in red looking to tear it away. I think Magdalen have just about stripped it. But the ball's come back for Magdalen. Oh, it's come Shiplake's way again. It was really loose there. Change of possession twice inside the 5-metre channel. This time it's the captain, Partridge. Fine carry beyond the 5-metre. Jones, Hunt Davis. Straight up the jumper. Repelled by Magdalen this time. They want it out wide. Back to the short side. Partridge! Just a few inches short. It took 3 men to bring him down. Lingard this time lets it go. Wilson caught behind the line. Good defence from Magdalen, but there's so much space on the left wing. Lingard keeps a hold. Offload intercepted. 2 excellent defensive shifts, first by Shiplake and now by Magdalen, to keep the game scoreless. And eventually it will be hammered away and into touch. What a frantic start to the game. The first line break from Lingard here. And then, well, a couple of times they came really close, but they just needed to move it wider, a phase or two earlier, Sam.
Yeah, that is fantastic, fantastic play from both teams. Being able to keep out Freddie Partridge on your 5-metre line is some feat from Magdalen. And also, Lingard, to do that on your first team debut in the Davis Cup game, it's a big feat, I have to say. But Magdalen with some fantastic defence as well. That interception, just reading the ball well.
Overthrown at the line out, and it comes for Tavernier at the back. And then a nice pass on the inside for Fulton, who finds another offload. Eventually the ball goes loose. Shiplake just trying to force it a little bit there through the pack. But they've got Magdalen back under pressure again. That's an excellent box kick. But it is straight out. And I think contact was taken just outside the 22. So we're going to come back for the knock-on advantage instead. Good intensity, though, from Shiplake. We can see exactly how expansive they're looking to play with ball in hand.
Yeah, and a lot of it is coming through. A lot of it is coming through Luca Hunt-Davies, who has been, as I said, an engine all around the park, Wilf. And he just... it's that classic kind of rower playing rugby energy where you just work and work and work until you can't work anymore.
Set!
This first scrum of the game really did go Shiplake's way, but Magdalen were able to keep it hold. This time it's a penalty against the head.
No, 9. Not what I got first on the floor,
going again, but it wasn't the base. Scrum penalties at this age group are few and far between, but Magdalen went down on the far side. Good start for the front row of Shiplake College. Yeah,
definitely. Big 2 scrums and being fairly dominant in both of them as well. It's exactly what you want from the start of a game.
Freddie Holgate with responsibilities with the kick. But Holgate's actually left the field, and Perkins, who was taking the kick. I believe it's Tom Ridow, wearing 16, has come onto the field. Yeah. Luca Hunt-Davies cleanly at the line out. Nice little move to find Partridge on the run around. Here's Crean Mills. He's not the biggest man in the pack for Shiplake, but he gets well over the gain line here. Lingard. Hard line from Taylor Fitzgibbon. Taylor Fitzgibbon will open up the scoring. Mighty Taylor Fitzgibbon busted through, and from that sort of range there was no one left to keep him out.
Fantastic work from the outside backs there for Shiplake, but the move starts off with this nice little wraparound from Fred Partridge. Great carry from Seb Crean Mills, who, as you mentioned, Wilf, is not the biggest, but gets his work done in the pack. Then it comes out. Great little deception on the move, and Taylor Fitzgibbon just beating the outside hands and shimmying his way through to just go on out just outside the post. It's a fantastic try to start off the game.
Great start for Shiplake, having weathered an early storm from Magdalen. And once they got up the other end, they stayed there. Jones nudges it over from right under the sticks. Good work from Mikey Taylor Fitzgibbon, but also Lingard as well on his debut. Look at that. The kids absolutely love it. That's got to be a special moment for them.
Raptures. I mean, to do that is a special feat, as I said before, Wilf, but yeah.
Yellow card period over in the meantime for Magdalen, so just like the first kick-off, with a full set of 15, they will have a chance to threaten here. Another kick-off by the captain.
That's something we didn't really mention, Wilf, making the most of your one-man advantage, and Shiplake certainly did there.
Good take off the kick-off by Perkins, who flings it inside. That's a fantastic take from Mikey Taylor Fitzgibbon, right on the toes and through the line break. Finds an offload. Back come Magdalen. Great scramble defence from the back three. And another line break. Intercepted from the offload on the inside, so Magdalen do have it back. Just can't contain Taylor Fitzgibbon at the moment. That's a box kick of plenty of distance, and it's the substitute who's got a back pedal. Nice feet, trying to get on the outside. And Shiplake in possession on the 22. Through the forwards, it's Wilson. Oh, we've seen them exit from here a few times already. Just breaking through the line. Partridge at full pace, bumps off two men. Oh, looks for the offload, it comes loose, and it is a knock-on. And it will be a scrum down for Magdalen, but what a carry on the way through by Partridge.
Yeah, Freddie Partridge is so hard to stop at that pace. I mean, it's a sizable man running at the speed that he gets up to. And
just checking the substitutions for you. Glad that the Shiplake bench is right in front of us. It's Ollie Beanie who's come on wearing 16 as a replacement for Freddie Holgate at fullback. Well, we've taken the slight injury break and assessment of the referee's mic just to double check the substitutes for Shiplake, because there's an early one here. Well, we've talked about a couple of players stepping up to make their first team debut in the last few weeks and today, but coming on as a substitute early, that's a big ask as well. Yeah,
I remember we when the kind of rumours go round before the week is kind of coming to you, and you kind of go, oh, who's going to get picked, which second team player is going to get his call up, all this kind of jitters before this game.
It was actually stripped in contact by Magdalen, great work. So they've won it back on the 22, and a chance for them to lay a hand on Shiplake in this contest.
Okay, hold now, White.
Another powerful scrum, but they're forced to hold, so it's clean ball at the base for the scrum half. Good pace to the short side. Shiplake have to hold firm here. Not on the ball from Wilson, so Magdalen still have it. Good line speed. It's a nice carry. Oh, it's stripped in contact, but the referee wanted nothing to do with it there, so hands on the deck is the call, unfortunately, from Fulton.
Yeah, again, Luca Hunt-Davis making himself... What was that? Yes, it was. Or it might have been Fulton. Both second rows making themselves extremely busy early on here. And well,
they have, in fact, been all over the place so far, but that time a little bit too keen. So, line out for Magdalen. This is an excellent chance for them. They've had a few stabs at the line from this sort of range so far, Sam.
Yeah, they haven't been able to capitalise on their good field position due to some fantastic defensive work from Shiplake and a few, as you say, coach killers, Wilf, with that knock-on earlier, but maybe they can get some points on the board.
Good take from
here.
the line out, but it goes straight to ground. Oh, then they're carried on. It just splintered away, and all of a sudden, Magdalen are about a yard short. Pick and go, but it's been spilt at the base. Shiplake survive. Well, that maul didn't look like it was moving too quickly there, and then it splintered right through the centre. They were just chopped down an inch short.
Yeah, good carry off the back of the maul, and then again, good defensive capabilities from Shiplake, and Magdalen not capitalising on their great field position. And now I'm sure they'll pile on the pressure, will Magdalen, as Shiplake needs to get out here.
But the scrum has been Shiplake's domain so far.
Set.
Jones with another feed. Another penalty.
To knees.
Same penalty as well. Down on the far side, knees to deck. And it's an easy let out for Shiplake.
Ollie Perkins again to find some touch.
Plenty of height on that. Caught in the trees on the far side. Eventually comes down. Beautiful foliage on that far side, but could be a hazard.
Yeah, definitely will. But as you said at the start of this game, is having come to school here, it is one of the most beautiful places in the UK, and no better place to be.
Driving through the village of Sonnet on the way. Sonning even on the way is beautiful.
Yeah, fantastic. And everywhere around here, it's a perfect environment to come to school to, I have to say.
Another clean line out, and they're looking to play with ball in hand here. Oh, just on the outside. Got Woodward, the Gloucester centre.
That was a massive kind of risk there for Shiplake, playing out of their own 22 and using that nicely worked move off the back of the scrum.
Three-man shot in midfield to contain them. Here's Partridge. Lovely offload by the captain. Soft hands from the front. No, it's Fisher who gets it away. Outstanding play from this pack. Shiplake so keen to keep the pace of the attack going. It's again Partridge racing over the gain line. Not too clean for Lingard, but he's still looking to take on Magdalen. Good work from the fly half, and then the second row Fulton with another carry. First time we've got to see a bit of action on the edge. Jones at the base. Oh, a little show and go from Lingard again. Partridge gets the offload and is driving on here. Well, this is nice play from Shiplake in midfield, but in the end it's knocked on. But Sam, this is great attacking impetus from them, and I'm loving the hands in the front row. Partridge with a nice offload, Fisher with a lovely one as well. They've got the green light to play.
Yeah, well, obviously it's been spoken about before the game that you're obviously, as a forward pack playing against Freddie Partridge, you're going to target him and you're going to put 2 men on him every time. But that's what makes Freddie Partridge such a good player. He's not one-dimensional, and he can get through the first line and then give a lovely little offload.
And it will be another scrum.
Crouch.
2 penalties against the head so far for Shiplake. Just not working for Magdalen at the moment. I think they are
Help you with stability.
pretty even on size in the front row, with the excuse of Partridge, who's the largest man on the field by some way.
Bind.
He's extremely powerful when he's carrying. As I said, you can't just tone him down to that, because he's
Straight up.
not a one-trick pony at all.
Straight up, number 1.
Well, a powerful scrum again from Taverner, but this time the angle was straight in the air, so the referee has penalised them there. Got to drive straight, and they've got this advantage at the scrum time, so it's a shame that they weren't able to use it. And that's an excellent touch finder as well for Magdalen, who will pierce the 22. On the far side, you can see the angle of the drive is straight up. You see that head poking through on the other side of the scrum. Now, Sam, Shiplake on defensive duties again, but they've held firm so far.
Yeah, they've been fantastic in defence, especially round this kind of ruck area, round the ruck area, and also in midfield. Both centres putting in shots, and so far they've held strong. But we'll see if Magdalen can capitalise here.
Little trick line out short to the front row. So they will have clean ball as they look to crash through the centres. Half a line break. But great work from Shiplake just to slow it down, but not legally, unfortunately, this time.
Again, that second row unit and the back row unit just making themselves absolute nuisances around the ruck, but this time illegally from Seb Craig-Mills, and just the referee having a talking to Fred Partridge there.
Well, there was definitely a discussion in that huddle about whether or not they should hit for posts here, because they've had a few penalties in this area and have been unable to convert.
They're choosing the touch, I think. Well,
indeed, they have opted for it, but I think if they are repelled again, we might see the boots start to play a bigger part. Only 7 points. Shiplake lead. Well, it's definitely hands in the ruck there, because it was formed well before Craig-Mills got his hands onto it. Sometimes a back rower, you just can't help yourself.
No, you see the ball there, and it's kind of glowing in the light of a back rower's eyes, and you're kind of drawn to it like a moth to a flame, Wilf, even though you know you shouldn't.
Well, it looks like they are going to send Hunt Davies into the air here, just 5 metres out. Not a bad option. Magdalen are going to have to fight to get that ball back from the crowd on the far side. Here it comes then. Surely another maul. The last one fell only an inch or two short of the line. And again, Magdalen are rolling with great pace. Good secondary shove from Shiplake to slow it down, and then they add the bodies and force Magdalen to pick and go round the corner. Looking to hold up the men in red. But still Magdalen driving on through the second row this time. Quick ball, and they might look to swing it out the back. Good offload off the deck, round the corner comes the captain. Good link up between the vice-captain and skipper there. Pick and go. Oh, denied entry any further by a huge shot from Woodward. Secondary drive gets them close. Magdalen have already been held up over the line before, but now they've got a penalty advantage. Again denied from close range. Oh, it's a huge shot coming in from the left edge, and another penalty advantage coming for Magdalen here. If they don't score, a yellow card might surely be coming. Dummies the cross field, picks out the 12 instead. Woodward chops him down. Still penalty advantage for Magdalen. This time they must be over. And the number 8 goes straight through the hole. Nice offload to put him in. And finally Magdalen break free. Well, Shiplake were defending for an age, as they had right at the start of this first half as well. Eventually, Magdalen had enough.
Yeah, it's really persistent work from Magdalen College, and they really battered and bruised round that contact area and then chose the option outside. Again, good work from Shiplake centres just to get that scrag tackle in, but just the hole opens up for the number 8 there, and he's in just outside the post.
I do honestly think that Shiplake are lucky that the score eventually was finished off by Magdalen, because the yellow card was definitely coming for 2 penalties in the red zone just after speaking to the captain Partridge, as they look to nudge over, and indeed it's cleanly converted by the captain.
Again, Wilf, Shiplake making themselves their own worst enemy, and kind of being cynical around the red zone will lead to harsher penalty calls and sometimes yellow cards, as you say.
First kick-off then for Shiplake. And it's going to be Perkins again with responsibilities to restart. Oh, it's hung up high, just over the 10. This will be a contest. Oh, it's just been slipped through the fingers of Taylor Fitzgibbon. And Magdalen have it. They look to pick down the blind side. It's been knocked on by the scrum half. A big shot from Woodward came in to dislodge possession. Good reaction from Shiplake.
Yeah, and also that's a really, really good kick in absence of Holgate. Ollie Perkins has stood up and said, I'll take it. And he's hung one right on the line, allowing his tall second row unit to really kind of get their hands on it and put a load of pressure on Magdalen. And again, the pressure comes as they try and pick down the blind side, and a slight knock on will mean a Shiplake ball in a fantastic platform to play off.
Holgate actually has just come back onto the field after getting his head checked, I think. So Jones now to feed the scrum. And there's a little bit of space down the blind side if Wilson fancies it. Another good scrum from Shiplake. Needs to get clean ball for Jones. And it's Woodward. Ball on the inside for Perkins. Chopped down and straight over the ball goes the Magdalen captain. Jones, Lingard. It's a good collision in midfield. Slow ball through the forwards. Wilson back into traffic. Lingard. Perkins, the captain, with another Partridge with another fine carry. Lingard, 2 second rows outside him, so he'll go himself with Fulton over in support. Balls come out there, so Magdalen within their rights to win it back, and they look to exploit a bit of space down the blind side. It's a very tall man on a very not as tall young winger, so the high tackle is the call. I think it looked a little bit worse than it was.
Yeah, it's unfortunate when you come into that situation as a second row and you've kind of got a couple of feet, maybe a couple of inches on your opposition, and yeah, nothing. Got to get lower in that tackle situation.
Well, it's young Oliver at number 11. He might be the smallest player on the field, but he's lightning quick. You saw with the penalty a few phases ago, he could have just snuck through and scored if the referee hadn't called it back. They've got to be careful. Shiplake, he's a real live wire. But for now, it's a line out. Another throw for the back rower. But Hunt Davies has been pretty unbeatable in the air so far. He's going to be asked again here to nick it back for Shiplake.
Again, when you have those kind of lengthy limbs, it's so hard to throw over. You're always thinking as a hooker, can I get it over that second row?
Overthrown in the end, and it's cleanly at the tail for Taverner. That's the kind of thing that having a player like Hunt Davies in the second row forces the opposition to do. Big shot from the other second row in Magdalen colours. Lingard. Woodward. Soft hands for Perkins, who's almost through. Half a line break. I think it's Holgate this time who gets on the end of it. Good work from Holgate back onto the field. Spilt at first receiver, but always backwards, says the referee. Lingard needs to get some go forward. Partridge delivers.
Who else do you call?
Up to the 10-metre. Partridge still going. A scrum in midfield. It's got Shiplake moving forward.
I think he heard you from up here, Wilf. He needed some go forward, and you looked to Freddie Partridge.
Fantastic shot to put Shiplake into touch. And you know what? I think that young Perkins spied his opposite man and said, I'm going to run straight over him here. How wrong he was. What a tackle.
Yeah, Ollie Perkins just not sizing up his opposition there. And it's a fantastic tackle into touch there. But again, can Magdalen beat the second row engine room at the line out?
This time they look to go up short, and they do get ahead of Hunt Davies, but he still gets a hand in there to disrupt. Ball down, and it will be Magdalen. Nice carry by the front row, and then chipped in behind. It's going to pop up here for Holgate. Nice step to beat the first man, and the fender slip through the second. Holgate's looked in fine form since coming back onto the field. Seb Crean-Mills. Lingard. Wilson always looking to step on the inside of the defender, caught this time behind the gain line. So Shiplake backpedaling for now, and it's great defence by Magdalen. And they do win it back in the end. I think they've got to look to use the boot a little bit when they're getting hit behind the gain line like that, because Magdalen now have it again. So excellent carry at number 8, the try scorer already. Little dink over the top. It's the forwards looking to get back, and it's fantastic hands from Fisher.
Offside. Penalty
advantage coming though, and I think this time the card is coming. It will be for accumulation.
White 17 warning, offside. White 7, offside. You're in a warning
in
the 22.
Accumulation that will see Seb Crean-Mills leave the field. So a yellow card each in this game so far.
That's a real shame. Seb Crean-Mills has had a fantastic game so far, and beating the game line every time he carried, putting in his work, as we said, Wilf, and just unfortunate there for the young flanker.
Yeah.
Magdalen have to take this opportunity though. Shiplake scored down the other end when they were up by 1 from the Magdalen maul. It was an area that Shiplake admitted they've struggled with this season. St George's Weybridge last week, he beat them, just had an excellent maul and a decent kicker, and it got them a win. Magdalen looking to go down the same route. It's been spilt, and it's again loose at the tail of the line out for Tamanor. Can they exit cleanly now, Shiplake? They're always trying to run it out, and you've got to appreciate that. But eventually they've got to find a way to get out their 22 here. It's again another lovely take by Taylor Fitzgibbon. Arsenal an awful lot down that short side, and now half a break, foot in touch, so Magdalen have it back again. As Woodward close to breaking away this time, but in the end it's still Magdalen in possession, and we're still camped in Shiplake's half, Sam.
Yeah, I think you got to take into consideration, Wilf, that Shiplake are missing their first kicker, Angus Mullins, and Lingard stepping in at 10. Obviously, debut for the first team. He's probably not too confident with the boot, and Ollie Perkins outside can do it. We've seen it, but can we just use that ball a bit more off the first receiver?
Good take at the back of the line out by Magdalen, and eventually do have it back, approaching half-time. They'd love to go into the break ahead. Off their feet there at the breakdown, Shiplake. Another double shot, but that's a great carry for Magdalen. Still they persist down the short side, hint of an interception, instead they might be in behind. Woodward gets back to make the shot. Quick ball for Magdalen. Oh, it's loose, but always backwards. Wilson makes the tackle. Shiplake holding firm for now. Half an overlap out wide. It's great work out on the wing to make that covering tackle. Don't give your man a run up like that over the Cade line. Go Magdalen again. Partridge looking to steal it away. Lovely shape on the pass. Oh, it had to go! Instead, Woodward gets the intercept, and his centre partner, Mikey Taylor Fitzgibbon, carries it out for Shiplake. There's a beautiful shape on the pass by the captain at fly half. And it's a good carry from Hunt Davis, and maybe Shiplake will be handed an opportunity before the break. Still looking to run it from 70, 80 yards out. What a carry by Fred Partridge again. It's loose at the back of the breakdown, so fantastic work from Jones, who sneaks through. Jones with a great carry. Maybe some momentum for Shiplake. Someone's got to take charge. Out the back for Lingard. Woodward, he's on his own. In goes Lingard. Good clear out from the fly half, and the captain picks it up. Partridge. Well, that time it was Freddie Fisher. Lingard. Great line speed from Magdalen. And they're straight over the ball.
Yeah, they've really seen here, Wilf, that Shiplake are not choosing to use the boot option. They're just flying out on the blitz every time.
Great carry by Wilson. They've got to use the space in behind. No scrum half because Jones is down, so in comes Perkins to deputise. Hunt Davis, lovely offload. Partridge almost away, finds the pass for Fisher. Oh, it's just been knocked on. Magdalen have it back, but can they exit? Well, in the end, it's a knock on. And that will bring us through to half-time. Well, what a half of rugby. Shiplake defended an early storm, and then it looked like they were going to turn the game on its head after their first try, but they couldn't repeat the effort. They're desperate to play from anywhere on the field, which has its benefits, but at the same time, they are missing out on plenty of options, really, by trying to run it out of their own 22. Well, here are the two scores. The first, it was an excellent line break from the fly half Lingard, who got us started. Stepping up for his first team debut in the Davies Shield. What a story. And then it was his quick thinking to pick out to the centre, running on the hard line, Mikey Taylor Fitzgibbon. But Magdalen have been handed so many opportunities by Shiplake in the 22. Eventually they were going to take one. It was a powerful carry by the number 8 on the tip line, who crashed over. And then a yellow card before half-time. See Shiplake go into the break, down a man. Well, what a first half in the Davies Shield. Still plenty of work to do for the hosts, but if they can clear their lines a little bit cleaner, if they can fix their discipline, then surely they will run this game to the ground. But Magdalen are in the fight. They've been given a chance by the hosts. Can they take it? Well, I'll throw you down to Sam Bork, who is pitchside with a very special guest here from Shiplake College.
A very special two guests, actually, Wilf. We've got Mr. Howe, headmaster of Shiplake College, my ex-headmaster, obviously, and Mr. Jones, who's also involved with teaching here at Shiplake. Wow, what an occasion. I'm so happy to be back. Firstly, Mr. Howe, what does this game mean to the school and the community?
Well, it's a core fixture in the season, core fixture this term, and it's an opportunity for us to showcase our rugby and the rugby players in front of the rest of the school, and hopefully inspire some of our younger players who will come through. And it's just a very, very good occasion for the whole school community. Thank goodness the weather's playing ball, and yeah, it's great to have a competitive fixture, and it's great to invite Magdalen along here today.
Yeah, exactly. It's a really, really fantastic occasion. And Mr. Jones, I'm going to cut you back to about 3, 4 years, maybe 5 even. Yep. A young Sam Bork walked into the gates of these schools, and it was actually the day of the Davis Cup fixture. I walked around here, I went, wow, what a place to be. What sort of advertisement would you kind of give for anyone who wants to come here? It's just an amazing place to be, isn't it?
Well, this encapsulates everything. Well, firstly, welcome back to you, Sam. But this encapsulates everything about life at Shiplake. Now, we're a very proud community, and you can walk around the edge, and we have current pupils mixing with former pupils, parents, current teaching staff, and as Mr. Howe said, it's very much a fixture in our calendar, but it's for this reason. It's a very special occasion for us.
Yeah, I've said many a times on comms here that this is one of the more beautiful places in the world, and wow, what a place to go to school. Hey, we get to enjoy this all the time.
Well, I think that's the key, is you should enjoy the school that you attend, and the location's lovely here, but equally I think for me the ethos of the school, we're very proudly mixed ability. We are a personal best school. We really want participation, people to play with a smile on their faces and to work hard at whatever they're into. And if we can do that and get the sort of critical mass move in that direction, it's infectious. And so this is a school where we want to make things happen, but the first thing you've got to do is you've got to work hard, because talent alone doesn't get you as far as it should do. So you'd expect me to say that, but that's basically what it comes down to.
Yeah, definitely, and thank you so much, both of you, for welcoming back. And we'll cut back to Will for this exciting second half here at Shiplake College. Back to you on the gantry, Wilf Kemsley.
Thanks, Sam. Kick-off, and it's been hammered into the backfield by Perkins. Just chatting to some of the assistants down there at half-time, and they are thinking of using that boot a few more times. But if they can keep Magdalen in this area of the field, they've got a chance. Fantastic tackle through the breakdown almost, and a counter comes in.
On the side there.
No penalties here. They've got to force a clearance, and indeed they do. And it's going to drop off the tree back into play, but it will be a line out. Well, 2 changes in the second row. Litchfield and James both on for Hunt Davis and Fulton respectively. Also a change in the back row. McConkey's off, and Milo Crane has been introduced. Let's see what differences they can make. I'll be honest with you, Milo Crane and Gav James are still 2 towering figures. And the line-out record of 100% continues for the captain, Partridge. Great line through the midfield. It's Taylor Fitzgibbon again. This time he gives the pass. And Shiplake in behind. Another offload off the deck. It is the substitute, James, put down. But what an area of the field to break through for Shiplake, right in the centre of the park. Options left and right. It's Partridge again. It takes 5 men in red to wrap him up, but he might have gone the whole hog. Oh, what a try! Fred Partridge, the captain, has stood up in place of his injured full-time skipper and put in a masterful performance at hooker so far, dominating the scrum, perfect to the line out and over the gain line every time. But that is a ridiculous finish. He had half a dozen men trying to contain him. Here's the first line break from Taylor Fitzgibbons, who came out on the worst end of it in the end, but with the centre down, Partridge stepped up. 1, 2, 3, 4 men all around him. In goes a fifth. It doesn't matter. The wrecking ball in maroon and white has scored, and Shiplake take the lead again. Excellent conversion by the Rams Colts captain Elliot Jones as well, but it's the Shiplake skipper who's got them ahead. Goodness me. Never say die from the hooker. How did no one get underneath him as well? What a fantastic bit of front row dark arts, just a swivel on his way down as well. He had his back to the try line as he crossed over that line, so that as he turned, he threw off the Shiplake defenders. And you can see just limping back is Taylor Fitzgibbon, who's going to continue here. No one's made more meters today than him. Great start to the second half, exactly what Shiplake needed. He'll be rejoined by Sam Bork in a moment. He's got quite a few people he's got to say hello to on the return, but for now it's the captain for Magdalen who'll hang it up. That's a teasing kick, but it's cleanly taken by Shiplake just inside the 22. Well, let's see how they try and exit. For the moment it looks like they're going to keep trying to run it out. Lingard does put boot to ball, and it's a clever little kick. Crossfield, recollected by Magdalen. But I think they were offside at the kick. Well, in fact, it was penalty advantage.
Offside.
So no need to panic for Shiplake.
Sorry, putting the ball down. Parking, so I got a little table.
Time is off because there's a conversation to be had between the ARs and refs, because they're just keeping his microphone in place. It's not been perfect so far, our ref mic, unfortunately. Sam back with us. What a start to the second half for Shiplake.
Yeah, fantastic. I was just actually talking to Tyrone Howe on the touchline, and then the boys ran over the try, and we both shared a look of celebration, which was actually very nice. But yeah, what a start. Great carrying in the red zone, and yeah, Shiplake starting as they mean to go on. Well,
and won a penalty as well straight off the kickoff.
Yeah.
So once the referee is comfortable, we will continue.
I got an extra
First
table.
kick in play as well from Shiplake.
I didn't see that.
It was a cheeky little crossfield
offside
from Lingard.
Oh, lovely.
But I think he only did it because he had penalty advantage, so I'm still not convinced they are going to look to use the boot to clear in regular play. It's a nice kick though from Perkins to find the touchline.
Yeah, as we see, this little ship here, Wilf. It's fantastic. Lingard again, but just doesn't get the chase on it that he needs. And yeah, again, Ollie Perkins is a fantastic kicker of the ball. He gets great shape on it as well.
He's got his background in football, I'm just saying, on the touchline. A few of the players, Lingard as well. Well, there's the end of the yellow card as well. So Seb Crean-Mills is going to return to play. And it's that fresh second row looking to run this line out and keep Partridge's 100% record alive.
Yeah, Shiplake did very well there to not let Magdalen have the advantage with their with their 14 against 15. And now that Crean-Mills is back on, he's part of that back row unit, just endlessly working, as we said already. Turnover there for Magdalen College.
Partridge on the rumble, chopped down fantastically well. It was another excellent throw at the line out, but great work.
Yeah, that's the thing. I suppose it kind of probably gets in your head, Wilf, when you're playing with a player like Partridge, that, oh yeah, he's definitely going to break the game line on this one, so I don't need to support him. But actually, there are instances where he gets on the rumble and just someone takes out his legs and nobody's there.
Substituted at half-time as well, the Magdalen 16, freshly onto the field and winning ball back to his side.
Back 10 or in the 15.
Who will not lie down here.
White, open up, don't move.
Just to try behind. Not enough dog content at half-time, Sam, I must say. There's plenty of fantastic beasts on the touchline.
Yeah, we do have, I did forget, Wilf, it's the headmaster's dog, Simba, who is open for walks if you're a student, which is fantastic. And this is a big part of the Shiplake community. Lots of the staff and teachers have dogs, so it makes it easier to go out on a walk and have a chat, which is lovely.
Nice little move from Magdalen. In the end, they were forced back inside. Chipped over the top, charged down, and it's free for Cameron James to have a gallop.
No.
So Shiplake have it back on halfway. Wilson at first receiver. Great carry by the number 8.
Roll 2.
Slow ball though. Here's Lingard. Out the back for Woodward. Oh, it's flashed wide. Just about held on to. But slid into touch there, Sam Baker.
Yeah, unfortunate there. Lingard had the right idea.
Like that, yeah.
Sam Baker was running onto it, but the ball just cannons into his chest and he can't quite control it. And now we're in for the Luca Hunt Davis show again. Will he be able to through and steal this one?
In fact, it's the new man at second row who's at the front of the line now, Litchfield. But he can't repeat the magic of his forebears, and instead it's collected by Morgan in the end.
Still scrappy though, still that presence there, Wilf.
Try scorer out to captain at try half.
No, 17.
And it's time and time again that the substitute Dylan Litchfield in the back row has looked to get over the ball. It's a box kick in behind, tough ball to take for Jones, but what a catch! And he's returned fire as well. The Rams skipper.
That's a fantastic bit of play from Elliot Jones there. I've watched Elliot play for a very long time, coming up through the school, obviously a few years below me, but he's really developed into a great little player, great little nine.
Fantastic turnover on the deck. Finally, Shiplake, after going fishing time and time again in the breakdown, do have it back and they crash over the 10. Jones. Litchfield brushes off the first.
Roll 3, no, 22.
Maudlin's turn to try and make a break at the ruck. Lingard back on the inside, doesn't get free this time, on the spin, steals a few more yards. That's a turnover. Surely for Maudlin.
Yeah, he's stolen it there, Wilf. This is the thing, Sam. Lingard going on by himself a lot.
Oh, pass over the top, goes straight into touch. Well, this battle in the central third of the field, though, Sam, really interesting in the second half with a few fresh bodies in there.
Yeah, really making a nuisance of themselves at the moment and not allowing any team, either side, to kind of get a grip hold in this game, which means it's kind of a bit scrappy. And again, both centres from either side are really putting their work in and displaying why they're being picked in this game.
Cameron James at the front of the line out. With Litchfield looking to hang it up. Oh, just about tapped back. Jones, nowhere to go for the scrum half. Oh, it opens up through the centre, and it was crossing. Oh. We saw it there. He pulled out of taking contact, and then as Maudlin came rushing through, they were blocked by the Shiplake forwards, and that's what opened the gap. But that would have been a nice moment for Elliot Jones.
Wilf, I need to check your temperature, mate. I think you've got a strong case of commentator's curse just there. Just as he said, nowhere to go, the space opens up for Elliot Jones, but crossing is the call.
And you see a wry smile from the coaching staff as the penalty came. Robbie Edwards doing a great job here. He's been at Shiplake for a number of years, also coaches locally in the club system. He's been with the Scottish Exiles in the past. He's coached at a number of independent schools all over the country, so great experience.
Yeah, I have to say, I didn't have the pleasure of being coached by Rob Edwards, but I kind of wish I had. This Shiplake programme is adding miles and miles every year, and it's just a great time to be a Shiplake pupil.
They certainly play with a lot of freedom, but they've got some hard yards to put in defence again. That's a no harms tackle. So a penalty advantage for Maudlin, who do free the hands. And they're going to look to get creative here. Nice show and go. Still they're able to find the offloads. Not releasing this time on the deck, so we'll come back for the penalty. Hayden Russo also in the coaching staff. Not an old Viking himself, but his brother is. So there's still those family ties.
Really? I didn't know that, Wilf.
Yeah, absolutely. Old Vikings, of course, former students of Shiplake due to the long-standing connections between the school and rowing as a sport.
Yeah, exactly. Fantastic facilities for both sports here.
Another substitute. On comes Tom Riddell. So Riddell into the front row. Taverner moves to number 8. Good to see a front rower given the opportunity to hang out at number 8.
Would you have picked Freddie Partridge to go into the back row there?
I think he's going to be getting stuck in wherever he is on the field, and they've been so important, the front row, for Shiplake. They'll have a part to play in the latter stages, but it's a big chance for Magdalen. We've been here before, and they just about get it away. It's straight to ground, arm down from the referee, so collapsed by red. So just Magdalen with possession and no advantage. Shiplake have got to get their line speed up a couple more inches there, but Woodward makes a good shot. You can't give them the space to run. Magdalen, they've got plenty of impressive players in that back line. What a ball over the top, flat to the line. Shiplake standing up at the moment and making their shots. Crean Mills puts down his man. Out the back, Magdalen looks to create. Soft hands from the number 8, but Holgate brings him down. Quick ball, pick and go through the breakdown.
There's no entry there.
Down a dark alley. Plenty of faces for Magdalen now. Little chip ahead, and he might catch them on the back foot. Shiplake, oh, it's a tackle off the ball. But in the end, it's finished off regardless. I think it's going to be a yellow card though as well.
Possibly a penalty try here as well.
Well, Sam Baker will see yellow. I think they did manage to touch it down in the corner. They've got to wait and see what the referee's call is. But if it's not a penalty try, I think they've really gotten away with one there, Shiplake. I think it's just going to be a penalty. So it's number 11, Sam Baker, who's been sent off, unfortunately. Well, he was caught backpedaling a little bit with the kick. It surprised a lot of us. Nudged through by Monty, the vice-captain. And in the end, the try not given, so it's going to be a penalty.
It's going to be a tap and go, I think, instead of going for touch here.
It's one of those where if the penalty wasn't given, the yellow card might not have came. But if there was no yellow card, they would have scored. So
that's very true.
Second yellow card of the game for Shiplake. And it looks like it's their big tight head who's going to take the tap. Here he goes. Upended by Shiplake, driven back. But quick ball, another dart to the line. Denied again here. Little bit short on the edge here, the Shiplake forwards. They've got to get round the corner. Another pick and go. So number 8 looking for his second try. Here he goes. Still short. Oh, this time he sneaks in. He was on his side, but he's just managed to wriggle over the touchline. Referee in a great area. And it's another try for Magdalen, and surely they will equalise from just right of the post. Well, here's the little kick through that got the whole thing started. There was not a lot on here, and it's an excellent grubber. The winger, the substitute at half-time, just about gets ahead. He's tackled off the ball there, and I think it was just knocked on as he picked it up. That's why the try wasn't given, but the referee is in the perfect position here to see what we can't, which is Magdalen just getting over.
Again, Wilf, this is the case, and it always has been since I've been at Shiplake. Shiplake being their own worst enemies. And he's just missed that kick to leave some points out on the field.
Well, Shiplake gifted the lead then because it should be level, but unfortunately just wide from the kick. And this is the second try of the game for their number 8. Can't see a thing from our angle, but look how close the referee got to the action there, and he spots them over the line. Down to 14 again, Shiplake. Can they respond? Perkins to hang it up. And it has been tapped back their way, and it's the first carry for the substitute Riddell. Jones, Partridge, gallops past the first man. What a carry by the hooker. Strong clear out from Shiplake. They want it wide. Lingard brushing off the first man easily enough. Ollie Perkins. Perkins through another tackle. Crean Mills, good acceleration up to the line. Lingard. Partridge so busy. Here's Woodward. Looking to slide through himself. Woodward gets the offload. What a take by Mikey Taylor Fitzgibbon! Unbelievable! And this time the centre gets his second score.
This is absolutely languid, fluid rugby from Shiplake College. I mean, both centres stacking up on the left-hander. First of all, good carry from Seb Graham-Mills there, and good spatial awareness from Fred Partridge. But this
Look at this
offload.
take. How has he grabbed a hold of that? It's a full yard behind him, and he's hooked it into his hip. And it's the second score for Taylor Fitzgibbon, who has made so many yards today.
Yeah,
What a grab.
This 12 and 13 combination is really working for Shiplake at the moment. Both Woodward and Taylor Fitzgibbon both just working off each other. That's the sign. If you look at Tuapolotu and Jones, they just read each other, don't they?
And it's the former Scottish Exiles coach, I think still coaching with the Scottish Exiles, Rob Edwards, who set up this centre partnership. For a year 11 to step up into a game like this as well. Fantastic work from Woodward, who called that move. That grab is ridiculous.
It's kind of NFL style, isn't it?
Still had plenty to do as well.
That's very true. Beat two men on the left-hand side and then dot down. It's a big feat. But again, this Shiplake side, Wilf, at the moment, showing so much kind of freestyle attacking movement. It's really great to see.
Oh, what a shot off the kickoff. My young Oliver there, number 11 again. He plays well beyond his weight. Partridge, good carry. Brought down by the substitute at 16 for Magdalen. Well, are they going to look to the boot here, or are they going to try and run it out again? It's Milo Crane with a carry. And Woodward, little grubber through, up comes the fullback from Magdalen, but he's going to be swamped by men in maroon and white. They're all over him, heading towards the touchline, and Woodward has it back. Steps around the first, great footwork from the Gloucester centre. Never say die from Shiplake in every carry. Straight into two men there, but still getting over the ball. Riddell with a good bit of physicality. Lingard goes cross field. It's taken on halfway, and Magdalen are through the first tackle. It's not a bad clearance. Penalty at the breakdown, goes the way of the host. Magdalen off their feet as they look to protect the ball. And Perkins isn't going to wait around here. He's going to look to find touch before they're set.
Yeah, Ollie Perkins just grabs the ball straight away there and goes, that's mine, I'm going to get us down the pitch.
Another good touch finder, and Shiplake are back into the Magdalen College half. Here it is at the breakdown. I think it's the number 11 who's just fallen off his feet there. So a chance for Fred Partridge to keep his remarkable 100% record of the line-out alive here.
Well, you do say that, Wilf, but he does have two of the largest men I've seen, or the most lengthy men I've seen in school rugby.
Brought on two more excellent second rows in the second half period. Hint of crossing there. I think the referee's going to let it play. Stripped in contact by another Magdalen substitute, and soft hands, and they're over away on the left. Oh, there's a bit of space out wide. It's only the forwards there looking to get back. Another chip ahead by the vice captain at scrum half, this time into touch. And I think Crean Mills, who was almost blocking there for Shiplake, has come out worse for wear from that contact.
Yeah, he's been carrying something on his left arm the whole game, having put in we talk about shooting above your weight. Seb Graham-Mills has made gain on every carry and also put in his defensive work as well. And he seems to have gone down pretty hard.
Well, he asked for us to refer to him as the shot leader on and off the field, but we refused to do so.
Interesting fact about Seb Graham-Mills. If anybody here might know, I did lead the production of Joseph in the Technicolor Dreamcoat when I was here, and Seb Graham-Mills was a part of the chorus, played the butler actually as well.
You and him hanging out in the jail cells in the second half. Good to see where you both belong. And Graham Mills.
Go, players to feet now.
Nails, straight back to his feet in the end, looking to play on here.
Yeah, just a. Yeah, edge of that line, Red. Stay there. Red, I gave you a mark, edge of that line. Keep going up, keep going.
The Beanie's definitely going on.
Time on, yep.
Well, they've got one more phase to play with just 14 on the field, but it will be Beanie who comes on after the yellow card in time. Look at Partridge go! the big man accelerate. Quick ball. Woodward hangs it up. Up goes Holgate. Oh, it's just been knocked on. Oh, in fact, it was knocked on by Taylor Fitzgibbon, who straight away is putting in this shot. Oh, it's Lingard driving back his man, so we'll come back for the advantage.
It's a great bit of invention there. Again from the centre partnership. Just great thinking, and again set up by Fred Partridge carrying.
Still got another,
Well, I never got the pleasure of watching you play. Do you see some of yourself in Fred Partridge? I know you were a marauding front row, but
I just don't think I ever had that.
Really. Straight, not
pounds on the wrong side. But, he's a fantastic carrier. He does remind me a little bit of a couple of fantastic props we've seen come through schoolboy rugby. When Benno Obano was playing in his junior days, he was able to just carry 6-7 men on his back, and Partridge carries a similar level of aggression.
Hold it now, White.
But they won't be rewarded given the 1.5 metre ruling. Goodness me! Taylor Fitzgibbon having a big impact on both sides of the ball today. And in the end, there's no space on the short side, but Magdalen College, Shiplake have it back. Well, you don't get up from those kind of hits.
I mean, I can see. I know it's hard to say, but I could probably see that shot coming from a mile away. Well,
it was floated into midfield. It was their best carrier at 13, Magdalen. But it doesn't take a full 70 minutes to identify that. I think we'll be having another look at that shot a little later on, because it was huge and also perfectly legal. Just a great read.
Yeah. Again, I will speak about them again. Woodward and Taylor Fitzgibbon have been absolutely electric today, even in defence. Working both sides of the ball extremely well. Kind of making this. That's where most of the contact has been today, Wilf, in the midfield. And both centre partnerships have just absolutely lit it up.
Yeah, it's close enough.
Well, it's a huge shot in midfield that's put an end to this game, but when it comes back, it will be a scrum on the near side for Shiplake.
Where the knock-on was, and also where the ball was.
I think
Well, Mikey Taylor Fitzgibbon.
Yeah, we good?
Oh, that's a great read. And I'm thoroughly impressed with the Magdalen College 13, who's straight back to his feet and looking to get stuck in again. And that's important for Magdalen because he's a great carrier.
Yeah, he's played. I say both sides. Both sides centres have been absolutely rampant today. And as you say, well, the Magdalen 13 has been running some great lines. Unfortunately, ran that one straight into Mikey Taylor Fitzgibbon.
You either start back 5, or if you start there, you can't come forward again.
Jones with the feed. Shiplake have been dominant in the scrum so far.
Crouch!
Partridge stringing it all together, the captain.
Set!
Oh, it's right on the toes of Lingard. Great pick-up, but the pass is behind. But a nice offload through the centres, and a chance for the first time really to watch Perkins run! And he bumps off the first man. That is not a kind offload inside. Bit of a hospital pass, but Shiplake retained possession. Crean Mills.
Ollie Perkins there, just saw the space and his eyes lit up.
Crean Mills still battling with it. Tackler has to release. Lingard, they're playing right to the line here. But a nice offload has them halfway in behind Fisher with his carry. Lingard still wants on the short side.
No hands, Red.
On his debut everywhere for Shiplake so far. It was Holgate on the far side who made that a good run, because here's Perkins popping up in the middle. Direct again from Shiplake. Lingard, plenty of depth. Taylor Fitzgibbon, well over the game line. Crean Mills, back into traffic. Quick ball. Partridge, another missed tackle on Partridge. Fisher, what an offload from Fisher. Woodward, good scrap tackle, and the offload was given and intercepted, but it's
no hands, White.
Nice combination from
Roll that
Partridge
wide.
and Fisher again. In the front
Face
row, getting
over
around
him,
the
not
corner.
into him, Red.
Yeah, Freddie squared at 2 and 3, and they both, as I said before, that's
with the
not all you
legs.
can put them down to. They don't just die on the ball. They get their hands away, they get it past the game line, and use kind of their power to give those little velvet offloads.
Shiplake have won it back at the ruck, and Partridge with a big carry again.
Penalty advantage for Roll.
Penalty advantage as well for Shiplake. Lingard, ball on the inside for Perkins. There's a man down in the backfield as well for Magdalen, so now they'll have a chance to make their changes.
4 rollouts.
Quick tap,
That's 10.
and here's Fisher. Perkins in
Hands up,
support. Holgate at the base. Going to leave it for Jones. Good counter drive from Magdalen, looking to make a mess of things.
Advantage 5 side entry.
And a side entry, unfortunately, there. So
Penalty
Jones with a
advantage, right.
penalty advantage takes it in for Shiplake. Another try here could seal the game. Oh, what a carry! Shiplake steal the extra yards. It's Partridge again! Unstoppable! The captain on the double. May well have taken the game away from Magdalen. Fred Partridge through 4 defenders.
Freddie Partridge, take a bow. Great bit of, just spots the line.
Yeah,
that is so hard to do as a front rower, because typically you're more kind of the larger build, and to be able to get up to full pelt and to pick your line at the right accuracy is so difficult at this level, Wilf.
Another try for Shiplake. Another opportunity for long scrum half Elliot Jones to add 2 more. That's a fantastic chase by the Magdalen College winger, but in the end Jones still taps it over. Partridge has his second score. I think there's a real battle for man of the match here between Partridge and Mikey Taylor-Fitzgibbon.
Yeah, I think every play, so every score so far for Shiplake, both of them have been involved, which is so impressive and highlights where their strengths lie for Shiplake College.
Magdalen with kick-off. Emily Scott, inch perfect grubber onto midfield. What else do you expect from the former Red Rose? Will be the captain at fly half to get things started again. Magdalen College need the next score, and they kick it deep onto the 22. Lingard takes it in. It's great to see a fly half not afraid to carry with pace. Perkins changed the direction of the attack. Magdalen with big double shot, driving them back to the 22.
Hands out, Red. You're inside. Inside.
Partridge with a game-breaking carry. Lovely offload as well. Good yards from Litchfield. Lingard. Oh, it's a good line from Holgate.
Yeah, another good line from Holgate there.
Fulton back onto the field.
Hands out, Red. Hands out.
Hands off, says
You're
the
in the
referee,
side
so
there.
Jones will have it. Partridge again. He can't get enough of the hard carries, the hooker. Lingard goes cross-field. Oh, it's a good read, and Perkins just about can't get a hold of his man, but Taylor-Fitzgibbon makes the tackle.
Pulls out.
Magdalen have it again on halfway. God, what a coming together that is. But it's Shiplake dominant in the collision again. Boot to ball, a good option. Let's see what Holgate can do with a bit of broken field. Gives the pass. And it's nice footwork on the outside for Perkins. Perkins chips it ahead. Is this the moment for Shiplake? Who will get there first? Oh, it's Magdalen College.
Back over.
Who are able to shrug off Perkins to begin with and clear their lines, but it's fantastic territory for the host.
Yeah, that was fantastic. Great play, and credit to I think that's who's that? Freddie Holgate, a fullback, was fantastic there. Spotted the space, squared his man up, and gave a lovely fat pass onto the outside. Really, really impressive from Holgate there.
Can't get over how many carries Fred Partridge has got through today.
Plenty of time.
I mean, when you break gain line that much, Wilf, it must affect your kind of ego, surely.
It's
You see
good
that
hands
flat
out wide
pass
from
from
Bachelor.
Holgate.
good option to kick it in behind. And from the line out, clean ball for Shiplake. Nice pass on the inside for Perkins again. Bundling through bodies. Quick ball. Just falls into no man's land. Here's Holgate. Skips around one. Finds the offload. Kabini back onto the field following the yellow card, but it's been spilt on the deck.
Yeah, again, we talked about earlier, Wilf, we talked about the kind of fluidity that Shiplake use in attack. And they just go from one strength to the next in this game. Really, really, really good attacking play.
Walk away. Ball down, please.
Becomes so apparent in schoolboy rugby that you need to be the biggest and the fastest, whereas Shiplake just using the ball, letting the ball do the work around the field, and coming out on top so far.
Knock on. Look, you've run a good 5 meters and come running with the shoulder. Penalty's going to go against you. Calm yourself down, calm yourself down.
So the knock on the deck has been upgraded to a penalty in the host favour because the Magdalen player came running in, not to the liking of the referee, caused a bit of afters, bit of handbags. So penalty it will be, and I smell a Partridge hat-trick here if he wants to take the quick tap.
I mean, what's stopping him realistically, Will?
It's going to be Elliot Jones to take the tap, and it's the captain again. Can they stop it this time? Of course not! Partridge has a hat-trick.
He's a cheat code, Will. He's a cheat code. Fred Partridge is not being stopped today. And Shiplake very lucky to have that kind of wrecking ball in their front row union.
A hat-trick for the hooker, stepping up to take the captain's armband in the absence of Angus Muller. And goodness me, he has filled that role excellently well, and he has won this game for Shiplake with 3 outrageous carries. The third, but perhaps the easiest to finish of the 3. First it will be Jones to keep his perfect kicking record alive and take us to 35-12. And he does just that.
Yeah, Fred Partridge today has been fantastic, but let's not, again, let's not
I've got another 4 minutes on mine.
Succumb to recency bias, Wilf. Both centres, Ollie Woodward and Mikey Taylor Fitzgibbon, have been fantastic today.
He just leaves bodies in his wake. Fred Partridge. And he has a hat-trick today. And all 3 finishes, I think combined, took on at least 15 players.
Yeah.
Okay, when you're ready.
Outrageous stuff from the stand-in skipper. He has been in and around the Ealing Trailfinder setup. I think they might be watching somewhere. They'll have be sure to lock that man down. What a game he's had. Good kick-off from Magdalen, who are looking to make a mess of things, but overcomes Jones. And we'll play the final 5 minutes here with the game securely in Shiplake's hands. Lingard, got to pick out him as well. On his debut here, he's played fantastically at 10. He flashes it across. What a line it is! By Holgate. Fulton.
I have to say, Wilf, when Holgate came off, Shiplake looked a bit lack of ideas, but as soon as he's come back on, he's made a massive effect on the game.
Happy to run down the clock here. It's a nice tip on from the captain this time, but it's a penalty for Magdalen. It was knocked on, and then there was a player in front of the spilt pass. Fisher, I think it is. So quick tap. Magdalen looking to finish the game with a flurry. It's a hat-trick in the offing for the number 8 for Magdalen. On the blind side, lovely footwork. But what a shot it is from Ollie Beanie. Up end there, man. Through the forwards, Magdalen go. Oof, that's a big shot. Even at this late stage, Shiplake are piling in. Out the back for Magdalen. There's 3 on the edge. Back into traffic they come, and Woodward makes a big disruptive shot. Now it's Lingard getting stuck in. Litchfield makes the hit. Magdalen have been driven back here. Oh, straight through the breakdown. Lovely little kick. Can it pop up for the number 9 here? Oh, he's diving onto it. Fantastic work. Oh, but knocked on.
Very unfortunate there.
Magdalen's vice-captain just couldn't regather.
Yeah, good little bit of invention though. just to see that space next to the ruck and give it a nudge through.
Well, it was the most tight head thing I've ever seen from Fisher. He just sort of fell over the ball. Lucky not to get a penalty.
Yeah, I was going to mention there that Freddie Fisher a bit lucky there not to have a penalty award against him.
Yeah. Magdalen have put Shiplake under a bit of pressure. They will want to have the last say in this game. Magdalen College. Let's see if they can exit from their 5 metre here, Shiplake.
Set!
I'm imagining a big boot from Ollie Perkins is about to come, but I could be wrong.
What's gone?
They choose to play again.
Oh, it's just been knocked on, and now Holgate, lovely step to get on the outside. Finds the pass for Beanie.
Not on the ball,
down.
Stay up! Stay up!
Counter ruck from Magdalen, and they've nicked it back. Loose, and it ricochets. So it's going to be a scrum advantage for Magdalen College.
It's your penalty advantage, Red.
In fact, it's a penalty.
Leave each other.
Pick and go from the number 8, who's almost through.
Leon.
Great carry, and then flick through the cat flap. Magdalen looking to drive on and have another score. Twice already they've crashed over from close range.
Tackle release.
Look to go expansive Magdalen out the back for the fly half. There's 2 over if they can use it, but Shiplake drift across. Litchfield into the high tackle. Referee's going to let them play. Can Shiplake stand up here in the last few moments of the game? It's a fine carry from the Magdalen College second row. And now there might be numbers up. Oh, it's a little dart by the 10. Oh, what an offload! Put down. So we'll come back for the penalty. Well, we're into overtime here.
9.
Magdalen still looking to create.
I just want to highlight a bit of defending from Shiplake College there. They didn't panic, they didn't oversell, they didn't sprint off in the other direction, they kept calm. And didn't allow Magdalen at all
Quick
into their own 5.
Brave tackling from Shiplake.
Back feet!
And now you're in a position that Magdalen are very comfortable in. Just a few yards out. As it comes loose, head up is the call. Shiplake survive.
Once again.
And it will be the final whistle. A 5th victory in the Davis Shield on the bounce for Shiplake. They remain on top in this showpiece fixture of theirs. And it's yet another win. This time, in the end, a comfortable one over Magdalen College. 35-12. Shiplake with the final score. A couple of outstanding finishes by their 2 best players on the day. Taylor Fitzgibbon and Fred Partridge saw them through in the end. Well, Sam, a great game, a great advert for Shiplake's rugby, and well, the whole school's come out to witness a fantastic win.
Yeah, as I mentioned before, this rugby program at Shiplake is coming on leaps and bounds every year and allowing players to reach their full potential at the college and giving a platform at that, and a really good one. I mean, this job that Rob Edwards is doing is really making it difficult to say no to the call if Shiplake come asking.
Well, we'll leave you with the rest of the tries as we head down pitch side and try and catch up with a few of these victorious Shiplake players. We've made it back pitch side to have a conversation with two young men who had a huge part to play in Shiplake's win in the Davies Shield. I'm joined by Fred, the captain, and we'll come to you first of all. Fred, 3 tries, all 3 of them you had absolutely no right to get over in front of that many bodies. I mean, you had more carries today than anyone on the field. It's pretty outrageous play and great work ethic from yourself. How do you feel after 70 very long minutes?
Yeah, definitely tired, but I think it was just a team effort, to be honest. They put me in those positions. Yeah, I think it was a really good shift overall from the team and some players and individuals. Yeah.
Well, you've stepped up to lead this side after a couple of injuries early on in the season. What is it like to lead this group of young players, and how does it feel having led them to yet another victory in the Davies Shield?
Well, obviously I'm extremely happy, but yeah, I love being captain, but it's a bit of a shame our captain did get injured quite early on. But I'm always happy to step up, happy to lead the boys, and it's a great team, so always happy.
Well, Fred, we'll hand you over next to the outside centre, who had a great day on both sides of the ball. Mikey, another couple of tries, some really big hits in there as well. But you and Woodward as the centre partnership, we spoke about it on comms. You're a really great team. One of you a lot more senior than the other. How is it working with a really talented inside centre, but also having that great connection between the two of you?
Yeah, I mean, it's new because our captain is our starting centre and I play on the wing. But yeah, no, I think the partnership there is really good. And yeah, we've got good chemistry, I think.
I'm going to try and bring you back to that first line break, which eventually ended in the first try. You scored right in front of a massive pile-up of some of the youngest people from the school, all of them trying to get a handshake, trying to get a high five, trying to get a hug. How did it feel in that moment to have the whole Shiplake community all over you after scoring?
Yeah, I mean, it feels pretty, it'll definitely be memorable, having the whole school cheer, and especially the lower boys. Soon they'll want to be where I am right now on the pitch. So yeah, it's good.
And we'll come back to you, Fred, because I think you are about to receive the Davies Shield. Fred, this is 5 times now that Shiplake have won it on the bounce, and this is the first time, of course, you've led the team as captain. Congratulations. And I think they're going to come in and hand you the shield at this moment.
Yeah, great ball carrying there for them, Mikey.
Well, you've got the shield in your hand. The last 5 engravings are all going to be Shiplake. How does that feel to have led this college to this moment?
Well, it feels good that the boys were up for it today and the legacy carries on. So hopefully for next year, carries on as well. Keep it going. Hopefully Shiplake keep winning.
Gents, thank you both so much for speaking to us. Well played as well. I'll let you take that over to the rest of the gents, as I think you're getting under the post of the photo, so you can't possibly miss out. Well, I'm going to bring in Sam once more for the final time to reflect on this moment. Shiplake have won it 5 times in a row. It's a fantastic moment for the college, of course, but also, as we discussed during the live stream, every sideline, all 4, completely surrounded by students, old boys, old Vikings, of course, and parents. It says a lot about this community, which has been mentioned a few times already today.
Yeah, and at that, it's just a fantastic place to be. And I said before we went live, this place is buzzing, as it was when I was playing in this fixture. There's just such excitement in the air when this game comes on. Obviously you're on live stream, but it is a real great moment to be a Shiplake pupil. And I'm very lucky that I was.
Thanks, Sam, for all your work today as well. Well, that will bring our coverage here on Newfield to an end. Another victory in the Davies Shield for Shiplake, 35-12. In the end, they are victorious against Magdalen College. An outstanding advert for rugby at all levels. 2 schools that aren't often in the limelight, given a chance to shine, and my, how didn't they? Don't go anywhere, of course, because this evening on Next Gen Live, it will be the Oratory derby between Oratory and London Oratory, and then it's a packed weekend. St Joseph's College starts a day earlier this year on the Friday for that festival with the under-15s, before, of course, the under-18s kicks off on Saturday and Sunday. Can Millfield grab another title? Can Kirkham reclaim the title they won in 2023? Or will the likes of one of those dark horses, Cheltenham College, come through and cause an upset, with Wellington also present? Another tournament also live, in which Sam will be at, is Langley under-15s over the weekend as well, so tune in if you're from that age category. There is a never-ending amount of rugby. Those are the 2 highlights to end this rammed October of action. But from here in Shiplake, thanks for joining us, and we'll be live again very shortly here at Next Gen. Have a great evening and afternoon. Goodbye.
Get ready for the ultimate international showdown. This December, the Global Schools Challenge 2025 is heading to the Mediterranean Sports Hub in Salou, Spain, located just an hour outside of Barcelona. From December 14th to 19th, the world's top student athletes will compete in rugby and a range of new sports. Hosted at one of Europe's premier facilities, you'll experience world-class pitches, state-of-the-art equipment, and a vibrant atmosphere designed for excellence. Off the field, explore the beautiful coastal town of Salou, enjoy golden beaches, and take a trip to Barcelona for iconic landmarks like the Sagrada Familia and the Nou Camp. Every game will be streamed live by Next Gen 15, bringing the action to a global audience. Don't miss your chance to be part of this incredible event. Register now at globalschoolschallenge.com and rise to the challenge.